Alrighty there. Hello, friends. Kiki Holmes on the case. And today's case is, of course, still Mackenzie Shirilla and Dominic Russo text messages where I read all 32,000 ish pages so that you guys don't have to read them all and then give you what I think is the important parts, the highlights, I guess. So, this one is a fight starting over her incessant asking to come over. This girl cannot leave Dominic alone for like 5 minutes. It is absolutely ridiculous. I've read up to page 1402. We're on page 577 of 31,697. And I literally want to scream. Like, this girl is incessant. I do not know how he hasn't just completely blocked her and moved on with his life at this point. And this is in 2020 still. Like, he's still with her for 2 more years before anything happens. I can't even. I can't even. So, anyways, this is a fight about her incessant wanting to come over. And so she starts it off on January 30th, 2020, saying at 10 in the morning, "Did I do something? Sorry if I did." He says, "Not even worth trying to talk about. Just don't worry about it." She says, "Well, I don't want you to be mad, I'm assuming. I want to fix whatever I did." He says, "It's the same thing that we've been over a million times, but will still never happen." She says, "Space? You can ask for space, babe, anytime. I told you that." He says, "No, it doesn't work." She says, "Yes, it does. You can just ask, and you said I could come over. I wouldn't have came if you needed space." He says, "Okay, sure, we'll try that. Don't come over after school or tomorrow morning." She says, "Can you come out here then and hang with me before I have to leave?" So I'm assuming she's at his house while they're texting. It literally sounds like they're in separate rooms. A lot of the time she's at his house and they're just texting each other. And I don't understand that at all. If you're in the same fucking house, like, I get it. Me and my boyfriend in the same house, we're working on separate things. So we'll Discord each other or, yell across the house or text each other or whatever. But when you're in literally the same house and like she asks to come in his room all the time and just, I don't know, it's very weird. Just this whole thing is very strange and weird, and I don't understand. But anyway, he responds, "I'm taking a shit." She says, "Why tomorrow morning too? I work tomorrow." He says, "No, but for real, like, my head is an overflowing, boiling pot of water, 'cause I shouldn't be begging to be alone or even chill with my friends." She goes, "You don't even ask, Dom." He says, "I spend more time with you than anything else." She said, "I said a million times you can have your space." He said, "Like anything, I can't even work on my schoolwork for an hour without you poking me every 2 minutes." I don't know what the fuck that means, but okay. And then he said, keyword, "You don't actually do." Do. She says, "I don't want to be arguing." And he says, "Not say." And then she says, "And what do you mean? I did schoolwork with you." He sends an emoji, says, "N-word, I'm already so fucking mad." She said, "I'm just not going to go to school today or something. I'll just leave soon." He says, "Nah, hell nah, don't come over today or tomorrow. I'm leaving soon, but you're going to make this hard if you're going to be mean about it." He says, "I'm not trying to. I just never had to spend so much time with someone continuously. It fucking sucks. Like, I'm with you more than anything. Like, more than I'm with all my other friends' family combined." ABT? I don't know what that means, but sorry. She says, "I'm sorry, you can ask for space, Dom. I'll give it to you because I know you need your space." He says, "No, you won't. We've been over this." She says, "Like, I don't want this to be a fight. I'm literally sitting here agreeing with you, saying I'll give you space." And he says, saying, "Again, we done this 50 fucking times. I shouldn't hate my life. I shouldn't beg to be alone. Everything you do shouldn't make me mad. Like, why? And the worst part is that I always feel bad too. I shouldn't feel bad that I'm getting smothered." She says, "I'm sorry." He says, "See, now I feel bad." She says, "You don't have to be so mean about everything. I'm sitting here telling you I'm going to give you space, Dom." Okay, I'm just going to interject here real fast because, girl, you don't give him space. You don't. You literally don't. Like, we see your text messages. You're not giving him fucking space, girl. Like, it's making me actually slightly heated reading her saying that she's going to give him space. And he says, "You say that, but you don't do it." And she goes, "I'll give you space," but you're literally not doing it. So will you? Because you're not doing it. You keep saying you will, and you don't. So anyway, he says, but I shouldn't have to wake up raging every day. Telling. She says, I'm going to leave soon. I don't want to make you feel that way. He says, again, telling. Do. Leave ASAP. She goes, oh my God, what do you want me to say? I'm trying so hard. He says, don't try at all. I never wanted to squeeze someone's head till it pops, then strangle myself. But now I do. I shouldn't be nonstop frustrated. She says, I'm leaving at 11. Can you at least come out and talk to me out here before I go at 10:54? And he says, I'm still shitting. And nah, you seen me earlier, just go. She says, please. I'm so stressed out, I can never say anything right. I'm giving you the space you need, I'm leaving, and we don't have to hang today. I also need dabs. I like how you're throwing in, oh, I need some drugs. In here, dabs are apparently like a highly concentrated thing of marijuana. It's also a dance move. Please come out. He says, do not say no one gives a fuck what you say. Can you think of a period when we didn't chill for more than 2 days? Probably only when we were broken up. To be honest, we haven't even had over a day apart unless we were broken up. She says, we have, Dom. He says, no, we haven't. She says, please come out. I need to leave. He's like, I'm like positive. Just leave. No, I need dabs and I want to talk to you for like 2 minutes. I can just leave. I think it's supposed to be I can't. Like this. It stresses me out. I don't even want to go to school anymore. He says, I don't got dabs, my N-word. Go find some. She says, please, Dom, come out. He says, no. I swear if you don't leave, I'm a flip shit. She says, I'm leaving. I just need dabs, babe. He says, I don't have it. And then it goes to Devin's here, and there's a screenshot. I don't know. I can't see what that is. It looks like a DM of some sort, text messages of some sort. And he says, okay, then leave, N-word. She says, I'm leaving right now. Please, can I take the dabs that are on the floor? He says, I really don't give a fuck. She says, okay, I'm leaving. And then not even a fucking hour later, hey, like, can't leave him alone for a fucking hour. Like, Jesus Christ. He responds, hey, sorry for pissing you off so bad. I'm going to chill with Manny and Gracie, so hit me up later if you want, and we can FaceTime before you go to bed. He says, okay, sorry. She says, don't say sorry. If you need your space, Miss Jen Carr made me feel a little better. I'm assuming that's like a therapy, like a guidance counselor or something. And then again, like barely an hour later, what you doing? Why you gotta ignore me? Emphasized why you gotta ignore me. Come on. You can't just ignore me. Removed an exclamation from you can't just ignore me. Really? I swear, text me back, Dom. Shit is so annoying. Why the fuck you on D&D? D&D means do not disturb, in case anybody wanted to know. So literally she messaged him like she barely leaves this fucking man alone. What you doing? Almost an hour and a half goes by to why you gotta ignore me. Then 3:40, 3:47, 3:48, 3:50, 3:54, 3:59, 4:05. Like Christ. He says, what up? She says, why have you been ignoring me? It doesn't make any sense. I've been calling and trying to text you for like 3 hours. He says, okay. She says, okay. See, you wonder why I'm always so sus. Because you fucking don't text me at all when I'm not with you, and you text me back like that. What the fuck am I supposed to think? He says, I don't know. She says, text me back when I text you, because when you do this, it makes me just want to come over. I'm not going to stop making Snapchat accounts until you text me back. So that right there tells me that she's literally making new Snapchat accounts to try and talk to him. So we don't see that here, obviously, but it's like she can't leave him alone for more than like a second. It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So he says no. She says no. Why are you just being a dick? Who are you with? He says no one. She says, then why are you being so mean? I just want to talk to you. I don't want to have to make Snap accounts because you're ignoring me. Then don't, girl. Leave him the fuck alone. Give him the space he's asking for. Christ on a stick. Anyway. And now my head fucking hurts. Thanks so much for stressing me out. All you have to do is text back and you can't even do that. He says, okay. She goes, I'll text you in 30 minutes. I shouldn't have to beg you to text me back. You just ruined my fun because now I have to sit here and think about you. Removed a laugh from you just ruined my fun. Text me back. Okay. Will you reply now with something more than just okay or I don't know? Like I want to talk to you. It really makes me upset when you do this to me. He says, I'm going to go to sleep. She goes, right now? It's 5:21 p.m., by the way. He says, yeah. She goes, okay, can you text me when you wake up? I've been waiting to talk to you for a while. Why are you going to sleep so early? Maddie beefing with her aunt so hard right now in the car, so awkward. And then, hey, absolutely fucking ridiculous. And that is where this fight ends, and then stuff goes back to normal for a little bit.